We can still do our roll call. Um, we can still do our roll call. This a response to Nosy Vlad TV and or Messy Vlad and cyhi the Prince. And now he see why people be saying he the police. You know, it's cool to have your tactics or the way you gonna do your interviews or whatever, but you know, I'm glad cyhi is safe, you know, from the incident he was just in. He was blessed. Good stand-up young man. You know what I'm saying? Happy he came out of the situation he did. But you know, to sit and watch it, of course, you know, Vlad couldn't leave well enough alone and just be thankful the young brother made it out alive of the situation. He wanted to come title and put the next thing to say, what he put up there, that the, what he put up there that the OGs, did the OGs have something to do with that? Well, as the OG and one of the OGs, no, we did not. We had a family-owned business, you know, that we pitch in for and we come together for. And the entertainment part and any other part, you know what I'm saying? We wanted the best for the boys, you know. The group name was Hood Up. That was the group cyhi the Prince was in. And bunch of young brothers, they all went to school together, high school together. And my little cousin actually brung the rest of the group to us. So when you hear he spoke on it, he say, no, my OGs, they proud of me. They wish the best for me. And we do. You know, none of us is broke. None of us starving. Like he said, all of them doing good. You know, when we speak on things that happen in the neighborhood or the negative things that went on in the neighborhoods, those things are used as stepping stones in some cases. I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else, but you ain't gonna rob for too long. You ain't gonna hustle for too long without getting the consequences. So when you do, you know, get caught up in that situation and you hustling to get out. You ain't hustling to stay in. So he was raised on good principles, morals, honor, respect. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, you know, like he told me, he tried to ask him something. He said, nah, I ain't speaking on this or that. You see what I'm saying? It's already instilled in him, you know, so to make that as a title, like, but see, people will be quick just off my response. Oh, he reaching, all this and that. But you can't reach when a person is speaking on your life, your business. You know what I'm saying? You got the right to respond. You feel me? So, like I say, with these guys, man, that be messy and, you know, do any and everything to get their interview across so they can all monetize off of it and get money from it, off our culture once again. People get upset and mad. Oh, you going in on Vlad, this and that. As y'all see, I never went in on him. I never did nothing. He spoke on my name in an interview that he did with Mob James, you know. So from that point, I speak back. You know what I'm saying? I say something back. He tried to get Mob James to say something about me only because I went viral at that time with the MCA situation. So y'all be calling the wrong people clout chasers. These guys with these platforms with 4 million views, they clout chasers. It don't matter if you got 5 million views, 4 million views, or 1,000 subscribers. You want more. So they gonna ruffle feathers of any and everybody that they think that's privy enough for a response, or that they can get some traction from. You know what I'm saying? The industry know I'm not one to speak on and not gonna get some traction from, whether it's gonna be from my team, myself, or the people that's been following me. They gonna have something to say about it. So to try to get Mob James to speak and say something ill towards me, it backfired in his face. So I've been on his heels ever since. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said to counsel the culture, counsel the cancers in our culture, because due to the fact the only way you can shut me up, Vlad or Adam 22, which I see Adam 22, he had a brother, on the show with him, but I want to take it further than that. If y'all company ain't 50-50 split, and y'all speaking on our culture, and you don't want to be called a culture vulture, that's the best way to do the business. Adam 22, the brother, I can't think of his name on the show, but if you kept 50% and that brother got 50% on your show, then I'm cool with that. I ain't got nothing to say about nothing. But if you got 100% of stakes, 100% of everything, and you just probably giving him a few dollars for hosting, you see what I'm saying? To get all, that's the banana in the tailpipe. That's the smoke screen. You know what I'm saying? That y'all falling for just to be seen on TV. So I want to know this. As one of the messages just read, why don't they report on their own culture? Because I was gonna speak on that, of course. Vlad, let me interview you. Let me ask you what's going on in Russia or wherever you from. Let me do that interview. Let me find out why it's so important. And once again, you can't blame them, because everybody got the right to refuse him. Everybody can say no. If he reach out and want to do an interview, you got the right to say no. But I haven't yet seen an interview on his platform to where a brother or sister or whoever on there flip the script and ask him about him and where he come from. You see what I'm saying? I haven't been able to witness that yet. So that's the point that I'm trying to find out. Like, when are y'all gonna ask him about his lifestyle and where he come from and his parents and whatever mishaps that they got going on? That's what I'm ready to see. Until then, I don't want to hear nothing about that. So like cyhi said, hey, all my OGs cool. We got jewelry, we got businesses, we got cars, we got everything we need. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hurting for nothing. So ain't no need for nobody speaking on you for no clout or none of that. They have something to say about as soon as you say get the likes up. If you got 100 people in here, why it ain't 100? Why it ain't 100 likes? You know what I'm saying? But they get mad when you even say that, get the likes up. Why not? That's what it's for. They wouldn't have them on here if it wasn't. So once again, I salute to cyhi for keeping it 100 and speaking up for the family, because it's a family-owned business. Actually, his band, as they say, bandmate, but his rap partner, which is my little cousin, I just left him Saturday, spending thousands of dollars in the convenience stores, you know what I'm saying, in the shopping. So we all doing good. You know what I'm saying? We all doing good. 2021s, driving, new cribs, condos, houses, anything we want, we doing it. So salute to cyhi for keeping it a buck. I really appreciate him for that, because a lot of people, when it comes to some clout, because I see he was saying when he saw the caption of what Vlad was putting on the thing, he wasn't feeling that, but he was like, but I understand. You see what I'm saying? Clickbait, so he like, I understand from the clickbait part of it, but to watch cyhi and them grow up and come the young men that they became, that was a plus. A lot of people, he was talented, played football, he could have really asked him more stuff. He could have went more in depth to find out who is this person that I'm interviewing. But instead, they don't care. They go straight for the juggler. You know what I'm saying? Who trying to kill you? Why they shoot you up? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you go right for something that could incriminate them, or get them in more trouble. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I don't understand it. You see what I'm saying? Like what like Vlad, at first his voice was terrible to listen to be honest with you. Like it was disgust. I didn't care to hear the voice. You know what I'm saying? Then I noticed when the heat get cut up on him, he'll try to hire other people to come in and do the interviews for him. So that let me know I ain't the only one that feel that way about him. I ain't the only one to feel that way about him. But they get upset because it's nobody speaking up or going in on the culture vultures. Nobody want to say nothing. As soon as Dame came, culture vulture this, culture vulture that, it's black culture vultures as well. You know what I'm saying? It's those that don't care too much, don't care about us. They too busy trying to mix and mingle, and you know what I'm saying? What's white is right with them, and what's Latin is right with them. Self-hatred towards they self. So it ain't just a black white thing, but at the end of the day, tell us about what's going on over there in Russia. Let us know about where you from, Vlad. Let us know your upbringing. We want to know that. I ain't seen none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of more big things coming. I got some networks, so I don't want to keep hearing this. Uh, a person won't do an interview with you if you don't got 100 million subscribers and all this. And all that's cap. All that's cap. Because whether they watch the video now or they watch it later, they done all seen it. They done all watched it. You know what I'm saying? Because they speaking on something. So you can't tell a person, oh, I ain't seeing this, I ain't heard. That'd be corny too. I see people do interviews. Oh no, I ain't heard of that. Or I ain't watched that. You lying. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that's interviewing just asked you about it. So if they know about it, why you don't know about it? You know what I'm saying? So we seen the tragedy with cyhi. Did not get back off topic. You know, the car flipped over. It was a tragedy. To see it, I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? But to see he came out unscathed, he just got whatever issues or scars on with his hands. That was a blessing. Mistaken identity or whatever, or how I would think or feel, or could have just been road rage. You know what I'm saying? People guilty of road rage incidents. Soon as it's somebody try to cut you off, you got your gun on your lap, you short tempered, and you just get the bussing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so Cyhi always had a passion for the music. Being in Georgia, born in Jersey, so he but raised in Georgia, so he had a outlook on life different from the average people. He was a star little player, in football, so he was very athletic. You know what I'm saying? Then when he started putting the pen to the pad, he was good at it. We got some deals going with Noontime and Def Jam. That fell by the wayside after first little project or something they did, Hood Up. You know what I'm saying? And then from that point is when everybody else came in. With Boo came in, and he went over there with Boo. And from that point, he was able to get up with Kanye. So I want to read the comments, but then again, I don't want to get sidetracked. But I'm seeing what's going on. But I'm going to let that go for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all handle the comment section, so I don't mix up where I'm going with this topic that I'm on. But I just see that I would appreciate more if they do a 50-50 deal with a brother or a sister on these shows that they want to do about our culture. I see what's going on with the young brothers, Pooh Shiesty and Kodak. Is Kodak wrong for saying give him his credit? No, not personally. I wouldn't want it to turn into something different, but it happened to me all the time, where we called it swagger jacking. You know what I'm saying? Now, what happens if a up and coming artist do something? He can work towards it going viral. It probably ain't go viral yet because he's still working on it. But then a big artist come do it and it shoot through the roof, but you smother the guy that originated it. So at the end of the day, hip hop about originality too. They take that part out of it because they made it comfortable to steal. And we know who made it comfortable to steal. The powers that be. You know what I'm saying? They just want hits, they want numbers. So they don't care who you steal something from. We done signed you over here, we done gave you $1 million. We want you to bring us some hits. A lot of these guys not that talented. A lot of them are one-hit wonders. So the one-hit wonders, they got a taste of fame. They got a taste of some money. They know they need to keep this going. What do? They start looking on the internet. They stealing. I'm going to take something from this one. I'm going to take something from that one. I'm going to take something from this. I'm going to mix it up, put my twist on it. Boom. The younger person that's trying to come up, they bark ain't loud enough. Because this person that signed to this major label, as soon as he signed with the major label, that come with 1 million fan base or better. So it's like you got 10,000 followers, your word ain't going to really get heard. Because for one, all the major platforms with the big platforms, they kissing butt. You know what I'm saying? They going to kiss this artist butt because he signed to the major label. They hoping that the major label would do some promo with them or something and pay them. And therefore, they hearing about the screams from this younger person, the younger artist that somebody then stole from, but they choose not to pick them up. That's what I do. That's why I call mine Keeping It Real with JoJo Capone. I'm going to get the big artists on there, and I get the one that he stole something from. And I'm going to check the big artists for it. You know why? Because I come from the bottom. And I know how hard it is trying to get to the top. So don't steal nothing from me and then don't give me my credit. So you're right. Every interview I'm going to do, every whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to speak on how you wronged me. I'm gonna keep that on your conscience, how you wronged me. Because it wouldn't have hurt you nothing. The only person I was seeing that was a big artist that show love, and go to show y'all that the big artists notice and see everything. Drake, prime example. He saw, was it Kodak Black? And I think he did a song with him. He saw some other young artist song, and he was playing it. He was playing it in the background. Lil Mouse. Lil Mouse was the first one I really knew that Drake had put his words in his song. Mess around, get smoked. So, and then when he had a show here in Chicago, I know he brought King Louis out on stage. And did Mouse come out? I ain't sure. I don't remember, basically. You know what I'm saying? But Drake, now that's showing love to the up and coming artists. Right now, what I'm seeing with Kodak, he started, with the money up his arm and up his leg and all that. And he's saying he want his credit. Now, okay, Pooh Shiesty say, hey, if anything, we all get everything from Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? And he basically saying, if Keef ain't saying nothing, then nobody else can say nothing. But no, it don't go like that. And who was the other little brother? Oh, Soulja Boy. That's why Soulja Boy doing what he doing. I'm the one done this. I'm the one done that. Appreciate the donations, Dragonfly Jones. So that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to start giving people their credit. Why is that hurting you? Because they want to steal. They want to steal. They want to dictate. We already know they want to dictate how old you can be to rap. They already know it's a time cap on any athletic, basketball, baseball, any athletics is a age cap on that. So it's like all we can do is listen to rock and rollers. They 90 years old. They can die on stage. They gonna make money till they down the stage. But it's nothing for us musically or in our culture that we can live off of forever, except our royalties. And you see what they doing with that. They buying up all our stuff. They buying all our masters. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. So you just gotta hopefully be a good businessman or woman. If you sold your masters and made some money, even make some more music, and hopefully it be better so you can do that again and again and again. Or when you do make enough money, your real estate game on point, or if you do any investments is on point, But that's kind of like gambling to me with them investments. Some are good and some are bad. You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time with the Wall Streets, with they scandals and all that. We see what be going on. Just like casinos. It's legal robbery. It's legal robbery with a disease. You have a disease because you in there gambling. That's your disease. And they in there messing with the electronics and all that. You know what I'm saying? We seen it. The only way we can almost see anything is if we had people that worked in casinos and they come back and let us know and we spread the word. Uh or the movie Casino. You know what I'm saying? When we seen Casino, we seen how they was doing it. Then you had them younger kids coming in, they was scamming them. They learned how to beat their system with their electronics tied around their legs and all that. But you see what happened. It was gangsters, mobsters that owned them casinos. They took them in the basement, beat their hands, and did all kind of other stuff to them, for stealing. But you stealing from them. You see how it's always that I can do it to you, but I don't want it done to me. It's always gonna be people like that. So, and then they able to get the government to basically back it. Why? Because they taxing it. So anything that they want to do in this situation to the people, we always suffer. The people always suffer. It never fails. It's always the people that suffer. You know, but to get back on it, it's like so far we got Vlad, we got Adam 22. That's really it. That I'm sure it's probably more, but those two that probably got the most followers or something as far as the subscribers right now. And I noticed they'll let the people come in and host, but they not letting them be partners of the company itself. When do we say enough is enough with that? I don't want to keep hearing, I built this on my own. No, you built this off of us. You built this off our hardship, our pain, our suffering. I ain't seen you post or report nothing about nobody of where you come from to this day. I never seen that on none of y'all channels. Okay, Adam 22, where you come from, Boston or wherever. I ain't seen nothing. You see what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. So it's just like, I'm not gonna shut up. Then our people get on y'all platforms. They use the N-word to the max. I noticed the shadow banning that goes on with these social media platforms. You can see in the captions, you can see everywhere. When you're using the N-word, they let it fly like a eagle. You know what I'm saying? You say what we call Caucasian people, the C word, they shadow ban it. They hide it, the comment. I've noticed it. So I'm only speaking on what I experienced. When I was speaking on certain things, I see people in the comments and they using the C word. It says comment hidden or something like that. Whatever it say, y'all know what I'm talking about. It say it's hidden. So I'm like, whoa, hold on. So when I'm looking at other comments, it's N-word this, N-word, man, you my N-word, you my N-word. So I'm seeing that. So you telling me when this sister, because it was a sister, I'm just speaking on a recent situation, saying them C words, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh no, this can't be real right here. This can't be real. But yes, it was very real. So yes, I think y'all it's really time for us to cancel the N-word too. I understand the Tupac theory of never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, which was a cool little acronym. But hey, man, it's over with. It's over with. We go back to calling each other kings and queens, man. You know what I'm saying? We can change that word. That word don't make us tough. It's ignorant now. You know, it's been ignorant for real. You know what I'm saying? It's been ignorant. But I haven't seen none of them say, hey, we're gonna do this interview, Adam 22 or Vlad. But don't use the N-word, it offends me. You see what I'm saying? I none of them is gonna say that. None of them is gonna say that. And the only people that'll slip up, to be honest, on their platform is Florida artists, because Florida artists, that's all they know. They say the C word so much. They use the C word like other people use the N word. And it's been like that in Florida. Anybody can contest to that. I don't think no other place really use the C word the way that Floridas do. Floridians, as they say. Nobody. I haven't seen nobody use the C word directed towards Caucasians the way Floridians do. Everybody else is just gonna say white people or Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? None of them use the C word on a daily basis. You can ask yourself, some of y'all that's in the comment sections, what do you say? Because you'll say the N-word loud in public, on the phone, on your iPhone, FaceTime. You know, it's a part of your daily conversation, the N-word. But now we just got to start calling these dudes out. You know what I'm saying? We got to start calling these dudes out. See, somebody say, I'm from Florida. This is true. You know, I know. You know, I ain't no local joker. I'm born in Chicago, raised New York, LA, Miami, and Puerto Rico. So it's nothing, and I've been all around the world. So it's nothing too much that I don't know about people and other things as well. So, you know, of course I'm going to tap in. And when I seen cyhi, I clicked it, you know, for my notifications. It just so happened it was a Vlad interview. So I like how cyhi handled it. You know, I like how he spoke on his, you know, his journey in his life. You know, more of our people need to try to get bigger platforms as well. They done locked the game down. The C words done locked the game down. So we ain't oblivious to that. We understand that. But if we can change the narrative to the point of getting on them major networks and speaking to our people or showing the change for our people, I think that's a route to go as well. You know, because once we build up our own bread, we already really seen what happened to Bill Cosby when he was about to try to buy either ABC, NBC, whichever one of them networks he was trying to buy. Now they come railroad the man. You know what I'm saying? I saw an interview with the sister from here in Chicago speaking on why she bonded R. Kelly out twice. Great interview. Even though that sister be real messy too, you know, the one that do the interviews, because she was kicking R. Kelly back in before she got that interview. And the lady, you know what I'm saying, I think Oprah and everybody was reaching out to try to get her to do the interview, and she didn't do it. And she wound up doing it with the sister Tasha K. So Tasha K got a big exclusive. Actually, she said that herself. She was like, now this is a real exclusive. Because you mean to tell me DL Hughley, all kind of major networks, Oprah, Gail, everybody was trying to reach her. And once we got to keep speaking on that, y'all was willing to do an interview on her to continue trying to bury R. Kelly, with some y'all ain't witness. So it's really just hearsay of how we go about with things. Okay, yeah, they leaked the video at the time. They say the girl was 16. We don't know if she was 18. You see what I'm saying? The consent for sex or whatever with a person in Chicago is 17. So we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just seen this girl look fairly young. She peeing and dancing like a stripper. You see what I'm saying? Why we don't blame the parents as well? Like, everybody is to blame. You know what I'm saying? In these situations, we grew up saying little fast tail gals and fast tail girls, and We do that when we seen our sisters being fast. Sometimes we didn't say nothing because we was being fast little boys. You know, they trying to be fast and deal with these guys, and we being fast dealing with they friends. You see what I'm saying? So it's just kids trying to kind of be rebellious or just doing something that's making them happy. You know what I'm saying? So they force feed it to us on TV. You know, now with the internet, they forcing us to see everything. You know, these kids is joining these TikToks, and they're in the commercials kick in, and it's sending them. Now they done went to some porn site because of the commercials. Like the social media platforms, I guess it's not controlling the promo. You see what I'm saying? And before you know it, it's too late. You know, it's too late. So yeah, I be hard on my children. I be hard on my grandchildren. I want to monitor everything. You see what I'm saying? Because it happens. You know, you go to click something, y'all be on the internet or y'all be on YouTube, and you forced to sit there and watch this promo video. You forced to watch it. You see what I'm saying? So I just subscribed. Hopefully you do the same. Thanks for subscribing to me. So, you know, I'm building up though. Like I say, I just hung up from the network. So I'm about to take this Keeping It Real with JoJo Capone to a major network. So I give y'all the news and everything right now. So right now, today, everybody that's in here, that's an announcement. So I'm about to do something big anyway. So these same kind of conversations I'm having right now, Keeping It Real with JoJo Capone, I'm taking it to a network. You know what I'm saying? So I just live what I speak about. You know, I don't just run around here talking rhetoric, or I ain't bothering nobody. Y'all don't see me bothering nobody, speaking on nobody, or none of that. I respond. So I'm in a position now in my life that I just respond to anything that has anything to do with me, and nothing nobody can tell me to not do. If I was a part of this artist's career, this artist's life, anything to do with the artist or whoever, and I see an interview and I want to comment or do a rebuttal on it, that's what I'm gonna do. It's better than these bloggers that I see speaking on people that they've never met. They don't know nobody. They ain't met none of these people, but they waking up every day with something to say. But y'all tunes into that, or y'all subscribe to that. So it's kind of like, I can't control that. I can just say, if y'all sense some cancers in our culture, unsubscribe from it. Don't forward them messages. Don't share their videos. You see what I'm saying? Unsubscribe to the whole channel. That's the only way that we can straighten these people up. That's just like with us right now, right? They want to dictate and control the people in capitalism. They want to do that. They shut the whole world down. So they want to show y'all, let's show y'all who run this. Let us show y'all who really run this. And what do they always threaten the people with? Their armies. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to listen to us. We're going to send our armies in. We're going to start with the police force. And if y'all can handle them, we sending more and more and more in. So that's what they do all over the world. Everybody is threatened by what? The gun. Who created them guns? Europeans. You see what I'm saying? Why did they create the guns? For fear. So at the end of the day, just like I say with anybody, the average person not gonna talk crazy to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq's 7 feet tall. If you 100 pounds, you're gonna shut your mouth up. But now you in a world where you can own a gun, you can own a knife, and now you catching this person that's 100 pounds soaking wet, talking crazy to Shaq. But nobody is paying this no attention. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's just the actions of these people was just through the roof. Nobody say nothing. Salute to you, Yellow. He say facts keep leading from the front. I always stay on the front line, bro. Like, I'm not gonna shut up when I see something being done wrong to our people. It's us. It's us any other time. You know what I'm saying? It's us any other time. So all that old trying to, oh, well, I live in this neighborhood and that don't go for me. Those guys in the ghetto, and man, knock it off, man. Knock it off. Because soon as you think one of them funny style neighbors of yours tired of seeing your face over in their neighborhood, as they say, They gonna start sending Frank and Jim over to knock on your door with false complaints. They never going to jail for these false complaints, but do that in the ghetto. False complaint. You getting a ticket, you getting a fine, and you getting a case. Come on, man. It's like enough is enough. Somebody got to say something. I ain't really seeing who's speaking up. I don't see none of these people really speaking up. They spoke on the council, Vlad culture, when he did the situation with the minister. I ain't seen or heard nothing else. And see, they didn't got it. And the Karens, of course, and they know that that's usually how it goes. You do something damaging, wait 2 weeks, depending on what it is. It's so many distractions, they gonna forget all about it. They gonna forget all about it. And that's how they do. And then you got insensitive people of our culture that don't care neither. Michelle Obama, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking to see that interview with her telling this confused young man to be comfortable with saying he a woman. Nobody asked the kid why. Nobody asked this kid, listen, you was born with what God made you to be, or the creator to be, or whatever, however y'all want to call it. The scientist, the sperm hit the egg and you came out that. If it was for you to be a young woman, you would have came out a young woman. So it's always our prominent people that bend over backwards, man. It never failed. It's heartbreaking. Michelle, it's heartbreaking for you to have done that. You should have declined the interview. The kid love you, cool. See the kid and hug the kid and take a picture with the kid off camera. Don't do no whole public conversation with this kid and it's misleading. It's misleading. So now if one of your two daughters just say, okay, we want to be men now. Man, y'all ain't gonna be that comfortable with that. Y'all ain't gonna be that. Barack or you not gonna be comfortable with that. Barack will feel like, hey, baby, this sperm lasts me to the rest of my life. So let's do how they doing it. I want a boy. The scientists done got so cold now, they can take his sperm and create them a boy. They got 2 girls. It ain't over. They got enough money, so it ain't like they can't raise a bunch of kids. They got the money. So with that being said, Wade, he got a girl. He got a daughter. He got sons. Everybody say, only God can judge you. But the misleading part, we only know what we was raised to see, believe, and understand. It's not right. It's not fair, and it's not right. Then early on, they was talking about let's do the sex change and all this. Then the things that the child is going to go through on a daily basis. Just from COVID alone, now with these kids being stuck in a house, quarantining, the rate of suicide is at an all-time high. And that's just because they got to sit in the house for 8 hours doing this right here, doing their work on this, sitting in front of the screen killing their eyes, because a lot of these parents ain't put the screen protector over it, the light protector, whatever to put on them laptops. So they sitting there. So just picture sitting here. I'm only been sitting here now for 39 minutes, and I'm ready to click it off already. I've been was impatient and was ready to stop the live, but it's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a grown man and I'm willing to just hit the X right quick, hey, y'all, I'll catch y'all the next day now, whatever. You see what I'm saying? So what you think a kid that's growing daily is going to do that you forcing them basically in front of this computer? Something they not used to in a split second. They don't see their friends no more or nothing. Some of the kids don't have cell phones and all that, so they don't see their friends no more. This was something that they was accustomed to. That's why they use penitentiaries to say, yeah, this to break them. You know what I'm saying? This to break them. You know, they was out there in the freedom. They didn't care enough for the freedom. They didn't enjoy the freedom. So lock them up in here. Sitting a person in a 4x6, whatever size cell, it's gonna drive you crazy. It's only so many thoughts and memories you can think of, but then they want to sit you in there for 23 hours. Man, it's all unconstitutional. But once again, once you become a felon and all that, you a slave. You don't even count. But you count when it matters to them. Because when it's time for election time, oh, they come up with all type of laws. Look at the drag. Look how they do. Oh, when it's time for election time, all the millions of people in there and behind that wall, oh yeah, they need them votes. So now they come up with oh yeah, well we can take they vote. Oh, you can vote in jail now. All this, but it ain't when you in the street. Oh, you a fella, you got a background, you can't vote, you can't get a job. Oh, that's out the window when it's time for voting time. We just been going for smoke and mirrors forever, man. The whole existence, we've been going through smoke and mirrors, and they hate that now. Once we was able to read and write in their languages or these colonizers' languages and these colonizer words, that now that we didn't basically mastered that, our natural instinct is gonna kick in and say, "Hey, this ain't for us. This ain't how we supposed to be living. We ain't supposed to be adapting to this or that." They just came over and took everything from us and everything else. And now we just supposed to shut up and deal with it. And that's what happens every day. You got some parents, grandparents that, oh, leave that mess alone. Oh, don't worry about that. Just the turn the other cheek people. You know, you got the Malcolms, you got the Martins. Turn the other cheek, go out with a blaze. And in some situations, you might as well, because you're suffering either way it go. You suffering any way it go. Now they doing whatever to our foods. Man, it's just, and I ain't gonna lie, being conscious of some things can really drive you crazy too. Being mindful and conscious of the way of the world will really just have you like tripping. So, you know, if you're a strong mind, strong-willed person, you know, do your research, pay attention to this and that, you know what I'm saying, and share with the people, teach us something or whatever, but that we can learn from or turn us on to some things that can help us ease our minds besides drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that again. Give us something that can turn us on besides drugs, you know? Some people would say, okay, we got a love for designer and we got love for jewelry and this and that. It's really like I'm working hard for something. I want to buy me something that I feel good about. Other than that, if I'm just sitting my money in this bank, they flipping my money. I'm gonna tell y'all this. It was a time I had went to one of my accounts and I was gonna get some money out of it. Man, do you know them people told me they ain't have my money? So y'all been flipping my money the whole time. But of course I know that because that's how you get your entrance. You know what I'm saying? But they really just flipping your money without your permission. You would at least expect a phone call. You know what I'm saying? They basically saying, hey, if you keep your money in our bank, we can do what we want to do with it. Like, look what we dealing with. They just taking from us like we some chumps. They just doing whatever to us. It's crazy, bro. Like they just do whatever they want to do to us. And I already know it's like it never failed. You speak up, you the bad guy. You playing the race card. Like they just don't want us to say nothing. They just whatever that happens to us or come to us, they just want that to happen. Like let it be. You know, continue to have these platforms that let a person use the N-word all day and night. And then you gotta hush or be mindful of what you say. They got all these terms and conditions on everything, but they ain't got terms and conditions on that N-word. They ain't got no terms and conditions on that. You know, these YouTube channels, these Instagram, Facebooks, to see people reposting and resharing when people get shot up and any graphic things done to people in real life is distasteful, it's disgusting. That family, that person have to be seen in that light all over the world, and it does something to people's psyche. You know what I'm saying? It does something to them. And a lot of y'all sitting there and be so glued to the phone watching it, your kid be right there on your lap, on your shoulder, watching it with you. Now you wonder why the child having nightmares. Because they're aware of violence. They're aware of violence now. You know, they're aware of violence. Everywhere you go is you know, the movies. You can see things in movie form and how they reenact something in a movie. But now it's kind of like you don't even got to watch no movie. You can see this right on the internet. You got a movie every day on the internet. Every day on the internet, you watching a movie in real life, real time. You know, I'm still, of course, going through it with the bloggers and other pages and sites. Far as anytime something going on with Chicago, they the first ones to come report it. But y'all from big cities as well. Why y'all ain't reporting none of that that's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? And a part of me be like, you know what? Y'all want to play these games? Or y'all want to act like y'all reposting our hardships don't affect us? Watch this. And then I start reposting all they hardship and with captions and clickbaitings and all that. But that ain't my character, so I never do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave that for somebody else. I don't want no views that bad, you know what I'm saying, or try to go viral that bad. I don't care to do that. It's just certain stuff I'm not gonna do. That's distasteful for me, you know. Young sister just got shot 11 times. The boyfriend went live. He said, man, my whole life over, you know, this and that. Why did I do that? He was like, it was 1 second. That was just one thought and I just blanked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too late, bro. It's too late to think of that now. It's too late, you know? So I don't know the ending to that story. I don't know what happened, the end of that, but to wake up today, and I think it's really like a year old, but it's just, if I ain't mistaken, that situation might be like a year old, but it's relevant again right now today. So they done got to the point, anything for views, they going digging up, finding old messages, old videos, and posting them today. Some of this stuff they be posting be 5, 6 years ago. I be seeing stuff that I done seen 3, 4 years ago, and then it say posted